Is there such a thing as being too big to fail? A point where your fame, your influence, your success makes you untouchable? We're not talking about a movie or music video villain here. We're talking about one of Nigeria's most decorated, most respected, most influential musicians, Wasiu Omogbolahon Adewale Ayinde Marshal, also known as KWAM 1 or K1 the Ultimate, the Mayegun of Yorubaland, a man who has sung for president and whose music is a soundtrack to celebrations across the country, a living legend indeed. For over 4 decades, he's been on a relentless rise, from his groundbreaking Talazo 84 album to performing at the presidential inauguration ball. He's a bridge between generations. His music uniting everyone from the educated elite to the everyday person on the street. He is, by many accounts, at the absolute pinnacle of his power. But what happens when that power, that influence, becomes a license for something else? What happens when the legend's public persona is overshadowed by something far more sinister? Just a few days ago, that question was answered in the most public and shocking way possible. This is a moment that sent shockwaves across the nation. The moment a superstar collided with a taxiing plane. The official story, according to the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, is this: KWAM 1 was deboarded from a value jet flight for trying to carry an unidentified liquid substance, later found to be alcohol, onto the plane, a clear violation of international safety protocols. When challenged, he allegedly refused to cooperate, spilling the substance on an airline security officer. He was warned. The flight captain even intervened, but according to FAN, he refused to comply, storming to the front of the aircraft and, in a move that can only be described as reckless, attempting to block its departure. You can see it right here. He's inches away from a moving aircraft, a moment of bad judgment, a momentary stumble, and it could have been fatal for him and for the passengers inside. The fallout was immediate. The pilots, Oluranti Ogoyi and Ivan Oloba, were sanctioned by the NCAA for a perceived safety protocol violation. But what about the man at the center of the storm? His initial response was defiant. From his spokesperson, he claimed the allegations were exaggerated and that he'd been offered a private flight as an apology from the authorities. But now, there's a new development. After all the public uproar, all the debate, the tone has changed. KWAM 1 has issued an apology, stating, "It was never my intention to cause any disruption or violate aviation protocols in any way. I sincerely regret it." This isn't just a story about an airport incident. It's a story about a pattern of behavior, about a person so used to getting their way, so insulated by power and influence, that they lose sight of the rules that govern the rest of us. And in spite of KWAM 1's apology, the NCAA said the 6-month travel ban placed on the Fuji icon persists. So, is anyone, no matter how famous or influential, truly too big to fail? The answer is a resounding no. The law applies to everyone. And when institutions fail to enforce it, when they give a pass to one man because of his stature or his connections, they only encourage more of the same, more public misconduct, more dangerous behavior. Because, as the saying goes, when you don't respond to bad behavior, you get more of it. So, is his apology enough? Or is it a reactive measure to a public image in crisis? Only time will tell if this sincere regret marks a true change in his conduct, or if it's just a temporary fix for a problem that keeps returning to the wrong way. Let's know what you think in the comments. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe so you can get notifications.